everyone, I'm Ross from Job and Ross's History and Reviews, and Job's going to be probably shocked about this, but I am re-reviewing the two swords he got me for our History and Reviews 2.5 year anniversary, because we've been doing this since February of 2016, and we had a lot of mild success about 4 to 6 months after the channel was created. We started getting payments here and there every other month, and then it became every month last year. And so he bought me these two swords on, I believe, Amazon.com. He showed me this one about like 2 or 3 days before I actually received it, and he's like, "Didn't you?" I had a feeling that this was going to get sent to me, but I wasn't entirely certain. He said the collector. I'm like, oh, you know, maybe he's talking about Pokemon. And it turns out he wasn't. Like, but maybe he's talking about the telescopic lens, because he mentioned a Bowser telescopic lens, which is like really long on Amazon, but it was way too much. I understand completely. And he's gonna love what I get him. I'm working on it. He's probably not even going to think about what it is. But yeah, now you can see the swords a lot better than when we filmed inside with a light on or two lights on. I don't know if you can hear me because there's a lot of noise, but here is the Overwatch samurai sword. I don't know how much in focus it'll be the closer I get, but in case you didn't see it inside, here's the design on it. There are some paint chipping marks where perhaps they dropped it or it moved around in the shipping box and it did chip the paint. You can repaint over this. It does say made in China, so this is Chinese made. I love the design. The sheath, it feels like leather, but I'm pretty certain it's not really leather. It's probably fox leather, but if it is leather, I will be shocked. I love the designs on this thing. I love the circular dots. I love the sheath. Is the most unique sheath I've ever seen in my life. That is a 100% fact. It does have Japanese engravings. Someone's gonna say, "Oh, it's Chinese engravings." They're Asian. It doesn't anyway. And this part feels like it's rubber, and this is wood, painted wood. Rubber grip, so there's probably like a painted wood underneath the rubber grip that they attach to it. And then when you pull out, you gotta hear this sound. The sound is amazing. I absolutely love it. Thank you, Job. It sounds like an actual katana. And the actual blade, the length is probably, let me check it out. The length of my arm. Almost a little bit under the length of my arm. It's the length of this blade. And I realize I'm doing the Hi-Ho Hitler, and I apologize. Advertisers, please continue to advertise this video. Thank you. But yeah, it's really not made for combat. It's more of a, you're going to Gen Con or Comic Con, and you want to show your support for Overwatch, the video game, which is completely and totally fine if you love Overwatch. Just trying to get more details on this sword. Look at that. It's got the nice sharp shark teeth engraving, or it might be waves on the water. The nice green hue. You got your neon green, your lime green right here, and then you got your darker green. Very unique green colors for this wood. But yeah, when you shake it like this, you see the wobble? You do see the wobble, the wobber. Yeah, but you can swing it. When I was unboxing it and I got done unboxing it, I saw Joe giving me weird looks, like he was nervous because I was swinging it so hard. But look, you can swing it pretty hard, and you can do cool moves with it. I'm doing the Anakin, but instead of going around my back, I'm going up the front. I'm doing the gangster, hold my you-know-what, throwing it at you-know-who. Anyway, you can swipe with it. And I think I mentioned in the video, I may not have, it might have been when Joe and I were talking afterward, that this reminds me of Brave Fencer Musashiden's fusion sword from Brave Fencer Musashi for the PS1 and the PSP. It was only released in PSP on the PSN in Japan, not in America, because I don't know why. Anyway, it does remind me of Fusion. So if you want to roleplay as Musashi, you can always buy one of these, repaint it to look like Fusion, and then you can have a Brave Fencer Musashi then. But yeah, you can slice with it. I guess you could do like light combat with another one that's made of wood, but it will eventually over time break and chip off if you do that, no matter how light you hit it. This is not, it's more for a display or for a cosplay, non-combat. Now we're gonna look at the other one, which I have the box for. So, this one is called, I don't know if I got this, Clockwork Aparatica, there we go. That's what it's called. It's got an amazing box. I don't know if you can see it clearly, but this box is amazing. It's called the Fantasy Sword by Clockwork Aperitica. And believe me, I do have a high rating level, and there's an extremely loud wood chipper behind me. I'm sorry. And there are a lot of cars driving by. And Fantasy Sword with the sheath. It does come with a Walmart sheath, even though it's not from Walmart. You get an amazing box. Amazing, 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 amazing. I cannot, like, so much gratitude. The Clockwork Aperitica steampunk sword is distinctive masterwork of bladed art, which I did not read in the original. This is the description. The blade is finely etched with intricate gears. Etched, that's what I said it was. Sprockets, coils, and other aesthetic staples of steampunk gizmology. Oh, sounds like gizmology. Intertwined with an elegant swirling vine motif. That's a word that a lot of people are saying now is motif, because George Lucas uses it so much. Brilliant gold-colored ornamentation and elliptical fantasy cutouts studded with gleaming brass, so they are brass accents, beautifully offset with mellow satin blade finish. The handsome brown leather wrapped handle, so it is leather wrapped, provides a no-slip grip, although it does slip a little bit, but that's okay. Housed in the included nylon belt sheath, nylon, ooh, you know, there are going to be some fetish people out there. The Clockwork Aperitica is easy to transport, wicked satin finish, stainless steel blade, fantasy cutouts, unique ornamentation, stunning steampunk graphic etchings, handsome leather wrapped handle, includes tough nylon belt sheath. Overall length is 28 inches, not feet, 28 inches. Here's a close-up of the box. I don't know how clear it is with the sun. The sun's being super bright. Close-up of the box. I don't have the prices on these, but that's okay. We don't need the prices. It's not the price that matters. You want to look these up? You can. I haven't looked these up on Amazon because I don't care about the price. I just appreciate the gift. That's how it should be. And here it is. Here is the nylon sheath, and here's the amazing blade of Aperitica. Yeah, that. With the etched design and engraved. And then you got your bolts. These are bolted in. These ones right here are bolted with a hex tool. Star bolt. You got your leather wrapping handle. And this one, I would not say that you should actually fight someone with it. It is heavier, but it is like the breaking point, I say, where all the weight comes together when you hold it is right here at the neck, right above the leather wrap. So if you hit this a little too hard or you swing it too much, it will snap off probably over time. But you can use it to cut things, and I do plan on doing a cut test. But yeah, look, you can do this too. You can do it two-handed, and I feel more safe doing it with this than I do with the wooden one. But yeah, I do love it. I think it's amazing. It's top heavy 100%. I do love the etching design though. I don't know if you can see it. There you go, you can probably see it now. There's like an etching design on both sides. I love how they have like little nails right there. I love that. I love that insignia. And I am a collector of knives and swords. I guess you could consider machete swords, and I do have an actual sword that I need to do a review of. But yeah, I will do a cut test. I've just got to find a safe place to do it. Can it do it? Let's find out. Wow. And I hit the table anyway, but guess what? It didn't damage the blade at all. The blade did not get damaged even though it hit the table head on somehow. And it sliced that apple. I'm going to do that in slow motion right here. Check it out. All right, here we go. We're going to do part two. I'm going to do it with less pressure. See how I can slice through with less pressure. Oh my God, it sliced right through with less pressure. Here we go, one more time. There it goes again. Okay, I'm going to flip it this way. I'm just going to keep doing it. You do not have to apply that much pressure. This thing is super. It just cut it in 3 pieces. And apples are biodegradable. Animals, insects, everything love them. Make sure you feed the stuff that feeds us. Okay, I'm going to try and get the other part of the apple. Right here. The one that Eve choked on. Just no, she didn't. Perfect. And then we got the first half of it. Barely any pressure that time. Sliced right through. I'm going to put the least amount of pressure ever. least amount of pressure ever, and it still sliced right through. Boom, 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 boom. Beautiful. All right, last part, buddies. Here we go. The tiniest bit, I'm just gonna let it drop. I let it drop, it went through a little bit. Now I'm gonna add baby pressure again. Actually, that's a lot of pressure. Sliced right through. This sword is made for slicing heads off. This sword right here, though, the Overwatch, is not made for slicing heads off. But it does give you a cool dual sword, kind of like, you know, look. So this one's for cosplay. These two fit your every needs. This one's for cosplay, the Overwatch. This one, the Antarctica, it's not made, well, it is made for cosplay, but you can also do things with it. You can slice off weeds, you can slice leaves and tree limbs off, and apples, and slow motion videos with your GoPro. So these fit your every needs. Movies, effects tests, blah, blah, blah. This one, dangerous weapon, can save your life if a thief is coming up to you, a gay thief, and he tries to wrap his arms around your backside, stick it up there, and then you just slice back around, slice his head off his fucking shoulders. Sorry about the F word, gotta edit that out. His head clear off his shoulders, and you kill the R-wordist. I'm Ross from Job and Ross's Wristry Rub and Reviews, and I am Reining Route.